So we're going to be talking to local author today, Melissa McCormick, the author of The Queen's Daughter. Now she is an example of somebody who survived something very horrific and turned it into a major benefit for many people. So please help me welcome to GLEN TV, Melissa.
Thanks, Glenn.
How's it going?
Really good.
So tell me a little bit about The Queen's Daughter.
Well, it's a story about when I was 19 years old. I just turned 19 years of age. We're going back to 1976, and I was out partying with some friends in Detroit, which was very customary at the time. I was driving alone on the freeway back to Windsor, going back to Windsor on the John Lunch Freeway, and I got a flat tire. I moved over towards the side of the freeway. A Good Samaritan stopped to help me, and we were both robbed at gunpoint by a gang of guys. I was whisked off, kidnapped off the freeway, held for 12 hours, and raped by more than 8 men. I manipulated the leader of the gang, tricked him into believing that I would not go to the police if he let me go, and he did. He let me go, and of course he went to the police.
I've known you for approximately a year now, and what has always thrown me about you is your endless energy and enthusiasm for life. And after reading the book myself, I'm speechless on the whole episode that you went through and the way that you are able to maintain your outlook on life and remain so positive, and it's truly inspirational. I have to tell you that.
Thanks.
So where has this led you?
Actually, going through the rape and the kidnapping actually was the easy part. It's the aftermath that is so difficult, because it's very, very common for rape victims to blame themselves. It's the greatest violation that a person can actually feel is when somebody violates your body and your spirit like that. It took me years to build myself up to a point where I could actually feel normal in my life, and that was my goal for decades, just to be normal. Now the book came out several years ago, and everybody, the press was constantly following me. Everybody wanted to write the story, and I thought, I don't want it to be sensationalized. If anything, I want to help other victims, and so I was determined I was going to write the book in my own words and self-publish it so that I could control, how it got out there, how the story got out there. And who knew it was going to be such a success? It's a Canadian bestseller, and they're making a movie out of it. So.
Congratulations! So tell me about the movie. How did it lead to the movie?
Well, filmmaker Scott Shinning contacted me after he found the book somewhere in the Toronto area. He was fascinated by the story, and he says, Melissa, I never ever read. He contacted me several times, telling me how much the book affected him. And then finally he said, I really want to meet you. It has been released. The world premiere was in Florida, Sanford, Florida, just this past February.
And what's the title of the film?
The title of the short film is Determined, and it's starring a Canadian actress named Jennifer Polanski, who does an amazing job. She's just absolutely amazing.
How has it been received?
It's so exciting. Well, at the Sanford Film Festival, it's called Love Your Shorts Film Festival. It won for Best Drama in the shorts category, so that was so exciting when Scott was up on the stage getting his award. It also won a award of merit through the film industry in California, and it also won for Best Drama at the Cineview Film Festival in Toronto. So
where can people go to find out more information about the film and where it's playing?
Okay, they can go to emotivefilms.ca. That is the website for the film and for Scott Shinning's film company. So.
What would you like to offer as words of advice to anybody out there right now?
Well, first of all, the first thing I'd like to say is you're not alone. There's so many of us out there. We belong, I say we belong to a sisterhood of women who have gone through something very, very difficult, but in the end, you end up being stronger than you ever imagined. And you just have to go with the flow. Like, I'm really easygoing now. Like, I don't, not too much stresses me out. It's the goal, and it's the desire to want to be a better person. And I think that's anybody's desire, no matter what you go through, is just to do the best you can, make the best of things, and have fun.
So where can people go to find out more information about Melissa?
They can go to queensdaughter.com, my website, and they can always contact me as well. My email address, contact information is on the website, and I welcome anybody to contact me if they need any help. I also have my own nonprofit organization called the Queen's Daughter Cause, and my mission is to help sexual assault victims and to stand up for victims who do not yet have the courage to do so.
Do you have any other books coming up or anything?
Actually, the sequel to The Queen's Daughter is coming out. It's called Thick Skin, The Aftermath of Trauma, Telling It Like It Is. And the first portion of the book is the sequel to The Queen's Daughter. The second portion of the book answers all of the questions that people have asked me over the years. And I mean, I really tell it like it is. I think people will be shocked at what I have to say.
Good stuff. Well, make sure you follow the adventures of Melissa McCormick on thequeensdaughter.com. I want to thank you very much for joining me. This is Glenn for GLENTV.ca. And remember to give, live, and empower now, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for joining us.
You know, the movie is absolutely inspirational. It's a powerful movie. Even though the first 5 minutes is pretty shocking, you know, I personally have no problem with it because between you and me, Glenn, what happened in real life is way worse than what's in the film.